This is my voice and face on 24 weeks of testosterone. This is my voice 5 months on testosterone. I am getting top surgery on my anniversary of starting HRT. Is this how normal people feel? Like, just genuinely happy in how they look. So the first thing I kind of want to touch on, and I'm going to make this disclaimer, I am not a medical professional. I don't have any medical training. This is my experience and my personal thoughts as to why I chose what I chose. So I have this fun little mental block where I cannot give myself a shot. I don't like shots to begin with, so that's not happening. Not to mention the fact that when I was dating my ex, watching them give themselves shots and then watching how testosterone peaked at the beginning of whenever they, the 7-day period, and then as it flowed down, like watching their mood fluctuate, I decided that wasn't something that I wanted. I opted for gel. It is a more expensive form, but thanks to my work and my insurance, it was fairly inexpensive for me. It still is. I've switched jobs now. It is still relatively cheap and easy to use. Just put it on every morning. I normally put it on my chest. I found that I broke out in rashes whenever I put it in my arms, so I just put it out here on my chest. Try not to sweat too much for the first 4 hours, and then for the rest of the day I'm fine. There is the concern of possibly spreading it to either my pets or my partner, so I am mindful of that, and I do take a shower daily, clean myself up, because I don't want to be causing problems with them health-wise. I did try the testosterone patches. So you're supposed to swap between like a different place each day, so shoulder, thigh, different spots. I found that when I put them on my arms, I would sweat them off. So I stopped using them on my arms and I would swap between my legs. I was able to use them for like a half a month, not very long, like 2 weeks tops. And I noticed that I would have marks, ovals, the size and the shape of the patch on my thigh where they were at, and it was bad. It was bad. Those circles, those marks would stay there for a month. They stayed there for a month. So I swapped back to the patch, or not the patch, the gel, and I've been using it since. I'm relatively happy with it. My testosterone levels are in the 500s, which I'm comfortable with and I'm happy with. I notice I have more mental difficulties when it's in the lower side of like 200s. It's not a good mindset for me, so keeping it in the 500s is my main goal right now, and it's been working, so I'm not going to complain. The other thing I like about the gel is that it does imitate a cis man's hormone structure of putting it on in the morning, and then throughout the day it releases, and by the end of the night I'm tired and I'm fine. That is one thing that I will say about testosterone versus estrogen. The hormone cycle is different, and when I first got on testosterone, I could not believe the amount of energy I had consistently all day, every day. There wasn't like, oh, this month, like this week of the month, I'm flat out exhausted. There wasn't a week out of the month where I was just flat out exhausted, didn't want to do anything, couldn't bring myself to want to do anything. So that in itself was awesome. It was great. it is great. I truly feel more like myself than I ever have. The past year and a half, I've been the happiest that I have been in my 32 years alive. That's saying something. Yeah, it's really nice. On that note, with the hormone cycle, I personally have found that I can't put it on at night. I tried last summer because I was sweating off my testosterone faster than it could absorb into my skin. So I tried it at night. I could not sleep. And for my profession, I need to be able to sleep. I need to get my rest. I'm a professional driver, so if I don't get that sleep, it's not just my life, it's somebody else's out on the road, so I don't mess with my sleep. But essentially, I would put it on and I get the human equivalent of the zoomies, just all the energy and just want to go. So for me, it's better than any cup of joe, any coffee, energy drink. It's just beautiful. It's great. So there's that. Like, it's nice. So this is me, a little over a year and almost 7 months. A year and 7 months. It's been great. I love it. My beard's always been thick on my chin. It's starting to connect down here. It's still fairly faint. It's been great. The facial hair has been awesome. I don't have any photos of my grandfather on my mom's side because your genetics for your hair comes from your mom's side. So the best way is to look at your mom's dad. That's who you'll probably end up looking like. I don't have any photos of him, and I honestly don't think I've ever met him. So the best I can do is look at my cousins, who also share a mother that's one of my aunts, related to my mom. So that's the best I can do. And from what it looks like, they all have pretty decent beards. So I'm hoping mine will come in a little better. It's coming in blonde, which is a little annoying since this is nice and brown. This is coming in blonde, except for my chin that's coming in black. So I dye my beard. I don't care. It's something that allows me to get some gender euphoria. I can't go without a beard. I don't like the way I look. For me, a beard is necessary, even if it's just a little bit of stubble like this. It helps me mentally. Tremendously, it helps me. And, you know, the name of the game is make yourself happy. So, I dye my beard because it makes me happy.